Our weekly immigration news roundup is brought to you by the law firm of Figueroa & Associates. For a consultation on any immigration or legal matter, please call 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845. For full stories and more immigration news, visit www.theimmigrantsjournal.com. That's www.theimmigrantsjournal.com.
Hello, my name is Mary Campbell, legal assistant at the law firm of Figueroa & Associates, and your presenter with this week's immigration news based on an article by Brian Figueroa, Esquire. Why green card holders should immediately file for U.S. citizenship in light of the DHS Interim Final Rule. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security's DHS upcoming Interim Final Rule, IFFR, on alien registration and evidence of registration, set to take effect in April 2025, introduces new obligations and potential penalties for non-citizens residing in the United States. Given the increased scrutiny, stringent registration requirements, and potential legal consequences for noncompliance, lawful permanent residents, LPRs, or green card holders should prioritize filing for U.S. citizenship immediately. This article analyzes the new rule and explains why naturalization is the safest and most beneficial path forward for green card holders. 1. Increased registration and compliance burdens. Under the IFR, all non-citizens, including green card holders, will be required to register their presence and provide fingerprints if they remain in the U.S. for 30 days or more. This introduces a new layer of bureaucracy that U.S. citizens are exempt from. Frequent documentation checks. LPRs over the age of 18 must always carry proof of registration. Failure to do so could result in misdemeanor charges, fines up to $5,000, or imprisonment for up to 30 days. Change of address requirements. LPRs must notify DHS of each change of address within 10 days. Failure to comply could lead to legal consequences. 2. Harsh penalties for noncompliance. The IFR imposes strict penalties on those who fail to comply with new registration and fingerprinting requirements. Failure to register or provide fingerprints, up to $5,000 in fines, imprisonment for up to 180 days, or both. Carrying proof of compliance is mandatory. If an LPR is stopped and cannot provide documentation, they face misdemeanor charges. Failure to report a change of address. A misdemeanor offense, punishable by a fine of $5,000 and up to 30 days in jail. For green card holders, this means increased exposure to legal risks, a concern that U.S. citizens do not have to deal with. 3. Risk of deportability for minor violations. One of the most concerning aspects of the IFR is that fraudulent registration or failure to register could lead to deportation proceedings. This means that even minor mistakes, such as missing a deadline or misunderstanding a requirement, could have life-altering consequences. Mistakes in paperwork or delays could be considered violations, placing green card holders at risk. Citizenship offers permanent protection from deportation, whereas LPR status always carries some risk of removal. 4. The threat of future policy changes. The IFR is a reminder that immigration policies are subject to change, and not always in favor of non-citizens. Future administrations or legislative actions could increase filing fees and processing times for green cards and naturalization. Introduce additional restrictions for LPRs, making it harder to travel or renew documentation. Tighten pathways to citizenship, making it more difficult for green card holders to naturalize in the future. Filing for U.S. citizenship now ensures that green card holders secure full legal rights before any further restrictions are enacted. 5. Citizenship provides freedom and security. By becoming U.S. citizens, green card holders eliminate the need to comply with these new registration requirements and the risks associated with them. U.S. citizens do not have to register their presence, provide fingerprints, or carry proof of registration, are protected from deportation and cannot be removed from the country under normal circumstances, have unrestricted travel rights and can live abroad without worrying about re-entry restrictions. Furthermore, citizenship grants access to federal benefits, voting rights, and greater employment opportunities, advantages that LPRs do not enjoy. The time to naturalize is now, with the DHS Interim Final Rule introducing stricter registration requirements, significant penalties for noncompliance, and an increased risk of deportation. Green card holders should immediately pursue U.S. citizenship. Becoming a citizen eliminates bureaucratic burdens, legal vulnerabilities, and future uncertainties, ensuring long-term stability and protection in the United States. For green card holders who qualify, delaying the naturalization process is no longer an option. It is an unnecessary risk.
Our weekly immigration news roundup is brought to you by the law firm of Figueroa and Associates. For consultation on any immigration or legal matter, please call 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845. For full stories and more immigration news, visit www.theimmigrantsjournal.com. That's www.theimmigrantsjournal.com.